Selamat petang. Okay, so if you remember, kalau anda ingat, minggu lepas we posted a video on YouTube and Facebook and we asked you the question, would you like for us to bring out or to display or to show more Malaysian cars that have either been tastefully modified or beautifully restored, lovingly restored? Right? We asked you that question. And looking at the feedback that we got from that video, I would like to introduce today to you the first episode. Episode pertama, The Dream List by Carlist.my. Why is it called The Dream List? Sebab bagi kebanyakan daripada kita kan, the cars that we are going to display or show in this particular series are like dream cars. But not all of us have the peluang untuk menikmati kereta-kereta ni lah. Sometimes it's too expensive, sometimes susah nak cari. They're like unicorns. Sometimes some of us were lucky that our dads handed down the cars to us. So for many of the cars, even for me, they are like dream cars, right? So what I did for episode pertama, right, to kick off the Dream List by Carlist.my is to invite a very good friend of mine. Kita kawan setaman, kawan semodel lah. Model kereta kita sama. Tapi model kereta dia ni kan, setakat sekarang anggaran yang dia dah belanja lebih kurang dalam 100,000 lah dia dah belanja untuk kereta ni. Okay, it is fondly known to those of us in the dalam kawalan grup member dia semua. Kereta ni dipanggil bas kilang. Kenapa bas kilang? Jom together kita saksikan. Kalau korang dah nampak kereta siapa ni, korang kenal lah siapa ya, bagi yang kenal lah kan. So this is the car known as the bus kilang. Owner dia Aliff Katto, a good friend of mine. Aliff, thank you for being on the Dream List, bro.
Hi.
You're the first tau, bro. This is a new series we are starting about Malaysian owners and their cars, their stories.
Yes.
And this E36 of yours is the first on the show.
Thank you, I'm honored.
Oh, sama-sama, bro. Okay, so
thank you, viewers.
Question.
Yes.
Kenapa dalam banyak satu dunia ni kan, banyak ada JDM, ada konti lain, banyaklah kan. Why the E36?
It's actually E36 happened because of coincidence. I am from JDM background.
Okay.
I was JDM background, Honda background.
Okay.
So when I sold the car, I stopped playing cars. Nak start balik main kereta after I settle down, getting married and everything. I just want a nice project, street car at first.
Okay.
Okay. At first, and then I choose an Audi E36. This base.
Okay.
Audi E36 and Honda back, which is this segment, which is Accord CL7,
right?
Audi B5,
okay,
and E36.
Okay. So how did the Audi and the E36 masuk dalam grup Honda? Sebab kau background JDM.
Because of normally aspirated. BMW this generation is known for normally aspirated engines.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I choose this car, because I wanted a rear-wheel drive car.
Okay.
And then I wanted a nice handling car, which is this car also. And I wanted which is easy to maintain, easy to work on, this car also.
Okay, good question. So you brought up a point tadi kan?
Yeah.
Rear-wheel drive. Kenapa rear-wheel drive?
Rear-wheel drive, yeah, rear-wheel drive because you will have fun sliding into corners. So to have a rear-wheel drive car JDM, the price is way too high now.
Betul?
Between 60 to 70,000. For this car, you can get it for what, 10, 15,000?
Betul? That's about the market rate lah for E36. Okay.
So that's why I choose this car.
Okay, but the viewers should know, ini bukan E36 standard lah. Okay? Ini banyak dah tukar. Yeah? Okay? So the car started its life as a?
The car started the life as a E36 320i auto.
320i, tapi 6 cylinder jugalah 320i kan?
6 cylinder, yes, 6 cylinder
okay.
also.
Right, so that's a M50 B20.
M50 B20.
Okay, sebab kita dah tahu yang ni bukan stock. Okay, it's no longer the M50 B20 or of the 320i kan? Kita nak tanyalah Encik Aliff ni, apa yang dia dah buat dekat kereta ni? Kita tengok enjin dulu. Buka bang?
Buka. Sila.
Oh. Alala, mamma mia. So ini engine. That's what happens when you get excited looking at engines lah, you know. You know it. Ni engine apa ni bang?
Ni engine S52B32 US M3.
US M3.
Exactly rupa dia sama macam as a M52 engine.
Right.
If you look at the valve cover, the Vanos arrangement, everything
Right.
is the same.
Betul.
The only difference of US M3 and the normal M52 is the head design internally,
Correct.
the camshaft, valve spring, of course the bore and stroke of the engine on the block.
Of course.
Other than that, it's all the same.
Okay, so this is a US spec engine. Kenapa US spec tak Euro spec?
Okay, because when I wanted to do this car,
Okay.
I personally want to go to tracking.
Right.
Tracking, the cost is very high.
Betul.
So I'm looking for almost the same horsepower, but a low running cost. Euro, kalau anything happen to the engine,
Okay.
I give example, the Vanos rosak apa, it's going to be cost almost 1,000 plus.
Ooh.
For this Vanos, it's about 200 ringgit if anything happen. So that's why I use this engine.
I
Horsepower
see.
low,
So,
but
okay.
it's a high reliability engine.
But I mean, horsepower is relative to what you want to do with the car.
Yes, horsepower
Kan?
you can add up,
Betul.
but reliability you can never get.
Correct, correct. So at the moment, what is it running horsepower wise?
Horsepower wise is running about 280 on engine,
Okay.
about 240 on wheels.
That's a lot over the stock. What's the stock of the M52? About one.
M52 is about 191 horsepower
Correct.
on engine.
Yes, correct.
For S52 US is about 240 on engine.
Right.
But
Okay.
the car running is 240 on wheels. So
Correct.
the engine is way higher.
It's
than
higher, right? Okay. And you've obviously, so when you're sourcing for the materials for the car,
Yeah.
okay, what are the normal places that you source for? Because I know a lot of the things that you've done to the car from visually, barang ni kat sini tak dapat nak dicari. Kita kena refer to either the European market or the US market.
Correct.
So kalau nak cari barang-barang ni, kalau katakanlah someone watches this video, dia nak buat mirip satu twin macam Cik Aliff kita, where do we go shopping, bro?
Okay, because when I started playing kereta ni, parts is zero. I mean, wear and tear parts you can get locally. Memang
Betul.
tak ada masalah. When you want to start to tinker to find horsepower and tune, the parts semua dari US.
Betul.
At that time, I'm the only one. I think there's a few of my friends playing this. So parts is very hard. So we source it from overseas.
Okay.
But when I source the parts from overseas, I think about my community. Kesian diorang have to spend a lot.
Betul.
So what I do now, a lot of parts inside this engine, I already make in-house. Reinforcement plates to reinforce the chassis.
Right, right.
It's none here.
Betul.
So I bought it and I do it in-house here.
The
The header,
okay.
I bought it from US, balik Malaysia, I reproduce it in Malaysia. So the cost of shipping dengan tax won't be there. So
Betul.
for community yang main kereta ni sekarang, parts dah ada dah. I already have.
Okay.
So,
Yalah,
tak ada
I mean
masalah.
sebab if you're doing the R&D
Yeah.
and then you're fabricating locally, then the local community gets the profit from it lah. You know,
True.
kita nak cari barang pun senang.
True.
Tak payah susah sebab like you said, main kereta kita ni specialist products US atau Europe. Lain
Yes.
tempat susah nak cari.
Yes, betul.
Okay, so
betul.
that is about the engine. Now, I'm assuming, what are you running on your suspension?
My suspension, I'm running on BCER series two-way damping, which is compression and rebound.
Right?
The front punya spring is about 11 kilos.
Okay.
The rear punya spring is about 12 kilos. So it's not roadworthy at all right now.
Right.
From last
Stiff
time.
lah, memang
Very
stiff.
Memang stiff.
Okay,
Memang
right,
stiff.
right. And I recall you said something. So, you wanted to make sure that the car remains NA, betul eh?
Betul.
So, memang tak ada dalam fikiran nak supercharge ke turbocharge, tak ada?
Tak ada. Memang tak ada.
Okay, so why so fixated on NA?
Okay, I'm not a horsepower guy. I'm not
Okay.
looking for 500, 600 horsepower. That is
Okay.
not my aim thing.
Okay.
I want to rather have a 300 horsepower car,
Right.
but I can use 300 horsepower all the time. Rather than I have 500, tapi I takut-takut nak guna.
Betul, betul.
Rather have
So that reliability lah
Yeah,
of that long distance.
Betul.
And you recently had a Sepang track day. How did the car hold up? Berapa lap dapat?
Berapa lap dapat? Because Sepang that day we had only 2 hours.
Correct.
Lepas tu kereta terlampau banyak.
Betul.
Dah macam Federal Highway kat dalam tu. So I managed to get 15 laps.
That's not
15.
bad though.
15. But
Okay.
that 15 lap is not push. We just taking data because kereta
Correct.
ni baru siap.
Betul, betul.
It's been in the workshop for almost a year,
Betul.
doing this and that. So the data that I take, data from the engine, data of the suspension tuning, the brake setup and so on.
And nanti this year you're gonna feed this back to your tuner to make it even better lah.
Yes, betul.
Okay, Chun. bang, kita kalau ronda kereta ni kan, tak boleh lari tengok this shining piece of metal here lah, you know. And you and I know, I mean okay lah, mungkin orang ramai pun tahu lah kan, rim ni kat Malaysia susah nak dijumpa. Rim ni pun I rasa import dari US kan?
Import dari US, correct.
Tell us about these rims please.
Okay, this rim is call it Apex ERCR. So it's a forged aluminium T6061. It's very light. It's about slightly 7 kg for one rim.
So 7 kilo per rim.
Per rim.
That is very light.
Very light.
Are they supposed to be track focus rims?
Yeah, it's a track focus rim because it's light.
Right.
And the barrel, the inner barrel for this rim, it's wide, so it can go 18-inch disc brake can fit into a 17-inch because of the design of the inner barrel.
The barrel, right? Yeah. Okay. And what is this is a 9JJ rim?
It's a 9JJ square. The front 9JJ and the rear is a 9JJ.
Okay. And what profile tires are you running on this?
I'm running a 40 profile tires with the wideness of 245 tires.
245.
Same as the front and the back.
Again, with the idea of it being a track focus car lah kan?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So why 245? I mean, why 9JJ? You could have gone smaller to 8JJ, 7.5 as well. Why did you go 9JJ?
Okay, I wanted to go 9JJ because I wanted to go to the widest available.
Okay.
For a stock body E36 can go.
Okay.
A stock E36 widest you can go is 9 times 17.
Okay.
With offset of 30. Which is what you have now, flush.
Flush, yeah.
For sure, everybody wants to have a good looking car.
Betul,
so I just went for 9JJ, just have a nice look.
Because it's properly flush with the body.
Yes, correct.
Of course, you have to roll the fender lah kan?
Yes, have to roll the fender and slightly pull the fender.
Right, okay. Cool. Thanks. Aliff, so now that we've seen the outside, kita dah tengok luar semua dah tengok dah cantik, power. Dalam pun kita dah tahu memang kereta ni track purpose lah, track base. Okay. Kau duduk kat sini kau tahu lah ni track kah?
Yes. Dalam pun tak ada apa, kosong.
So belakang tak ada duduk
Tak ada duduk.
Okay.
Tak ada apa, kosong.
Now my question is, what are the plans for this car?
Okay. At the moment, right now kereta ni is more on still on testing ground. So far,
bro, sebentar bro. Aku rasa kau punya insulation semua sudah kasih keluar. Itu bunyi banyak kuat lah bro. Kita boleh off engine ke?
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Back to the question.
Okay.
What is the plans for this car? So, are you happy with the setup yang dah ada sekarang ni? Ke ada lagi plan nak upgrade apa-apa yang lain?
Okay. At the moment, so far, everything is okay. Because totally everything else on the car is a new setup from what I did 2 years ago. It's a totally new setup. But I find the power is a bit more lacking, and I need to shed some more weight on the car because, as you know, E36 car is a Conti car.
Betul.
It's heavy. So
senang je bro. Buang aircon bro.
Aircon we in Malaysia. The only thing that I will never take out. The only thing I will never take out.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to shed some weight and you're looking for more power.
More power, yes.
Okay, but going back to what you said then, you nak kekal NA.
Yeah.
Tapi nak search for more power. What is the perancangan sini? Apa yang dalam perancangan?
Perancangan sekarang ni is about more on head work. I need more hotter cams. I need a head work. I need basically higher compression from the block. From the pistons. Sorry. Other than that, itu sajalah tinggal. Other than that, memang tak banyak dah. Because other than that, the engine is all superb. I already reinforced. I already changed the oil pump. I already changed. Even the car is running a semi dry sump. So that's the most valuable thing on the car right now.
Betul.
So other than that, it's just power.
Dah memang optimum lah. Basically, ada parts all dah optimum lah. So tinggal these few minor items here and there lah.
Ya, betul.
Okay. Now, we both know, project cars, kadang-kadang ni hati kena kental, poket kena tebal.
Yes.
Yeah. So, kos kereta ni tak payah bincang, kita dah cover dah tadi, orang pun dah tahu. Kadang-kadang kita ungkit semula tu pun sakit hati kita.
Betul.
But say somebody is getting into the field. Right? They have a project car, they are looking at buying the project car. What is your advice or what is your suggestions, recommendations to them?
My first suggestion is hati kena kental. hati memang kental. Don't lose hope on what you do on your car. Itu saja. Because it took me 5 years to build up this car to day. I take it slowly, one step at a time. Any parts that I tested on the road, tested on the track, when it breaks, then only I upgrade. So it save you more cost.
Yeah.
You use whatever you need to use. So
Correct.
once you reach to the limit, you think like, okay, this is the limit of the part. I need to change. Baru tukar. If you keep on changing here and there, you will never enjoy the journey of the car. You
Betul.
tak enjoy the improvement of the car, and you just keep on wasting money.
Basically, jangan kena racun lah.
Betul.
Ah.
Kawan-kawan jangan nak racun sangat.
Sebab sekarang ni kita tengok ramai beli kereta, dia nak upgrade or nak straight away went to tukar rotor to bigger disc.
Bigger disc,
You
apa
know,
semua.
then nak bucket seat lah,
Yes, betul.
you know, nak short shifter lah.
Betul.
Padahal, so for me, I look at it this way. Selagi kita tak sampai hard kita sebagai seorang driver,
Tak perlu nak upgrade.
atau the part
betul.
is not
To the
broken to the limit,
Tak perlu tukar.
kan? That's the way I look at it lah.
Kereta saya, I'm still using a single disc M3 and rotor. I tak guna 4-pot pun. Tak perlu bazir beli 4-pot until 4,000, 5,000. I'm still using until today a single disc, single pot caliper. I never change. It's good enough.
Correct. And this car has been on Sepang many times.
Many times.
And it's going again to Sepang soon.
Soon. Next week on 17.
There you go. Right? So, kata-kata akhir sebelum kita mengakhiri video ni, of course from me, thank you for being the first guest on the Dream List by Carlist.my.
Thank you. It's my honor to be featured on Carlist as well.
Right. So, parting words for our viewers. Apa yang Aliff nak sampaikan?
Keep on modding. Jangan patah semangat. Just do enjoy on what your journey car, you and yourself as the owner of the car, enjoy the journey. Don't rush. Itu saja.
There you have it from the man who's done it himself, ya. Dia sendiri dah buat, dia sendiri dah cerita. Till the next time, till the next car, kita akan berjumpa lagi. Goodbye. Ciao. Uish.